Myself, Ketan M. Patel from Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari, Electrical Engineering Department, Switchgear and Protection Subject, Semester 7th, 4th year. Okay, syllabus content. Today we are going to discuss about chapter number 2, overcurrent protection of transmission line. First is protective device, second is fuse and circuit breaker, third is overcurrent relay, fourth one is overcurrent relay characteristics, fifth current setting and time setting, sixth PSM and TSM, and GTU paper questions. Okay, first of all, the what is protective device? Okay, in the most fundamental requirement in any electrical system is proper overcurrent protections of conductors and equipments. Now, what is overcurrent? Overcurrent is a condition where the current in amperes is greater than the rated current of the equipment or conductors, resulting from an overload, short circuit, or ground fault. So, a protective relay which operates when the load current exceeds a preset value is called an overcurrent relay. An overcurrent relay is used for the protection of motors, distribution systems, power equipments, etc. In protective device, the number of equipment are used. First is fuse, second is current transformer, potential transformer, circuit breaker, relay. Okay, so first is fuse. Is fuse, there are different types of parameters like a fuse element, or is also called fuse wire. Second is fuse unit. Third one is rated current, minimum fusing current, fusing factor, and its advantages and disadvantages. So in old days, the fuse is very important in the protective device. So fuse is the most common device used for the protection of electrical equipment from damages due to overcurrent. It is first protective device developed by the scientist and is most popular till date. In general, a fuse is a small metallic element inserted in between two terminals, mounted on insulated base, and is concerned in series with the circuit. The fuse is cheap and simplest protective device, and is used as a circuit interrupting device under short circuit conditions. Okay. A fuse is protective devices is used for protecting electrical equipment against overload or short circuits. A fuse is short piece of metal inserted in the circuit in series and melts when excessive current flow through it and thus break the circuit. The general purpose of the fuse is to carry the rated current safely without melting or fusing. But when the rated current is exceed, the fuse should rapidly heat up to the melting point. Second, fuse element or fuse wire. Generally, the fuse element or fuse wire has to satisfy the following condition. First is it has to carry the rated current safely, and second, it has to break the circuit when the current exceeds the rated value. The fuse elements generally made up by the materials having a low melting point and low ohmic loss, high conductivity, least deterioration due to oxidation, and low cost. Materials commonly used for fuse elements are tin, lead, silver, zinc, copper, aluminum, etc. In general, no material possesses all the desirable characteristics. The working result with fuses has proved that the most suitable material for the fuse element is low melting point material such as tin, lead, or zinc. A low melting point has high specific resistance. Like in lead, the melting point is 328 degrees Celsius and specific resistance is 21.5. like a tin is a melting point to 30 degrees Celsius, and 11.2 is a specific resistance. Its unit is ohm centimeters. In silver there are 960 melting point degrees Celsius, and specific resistance is 1.64. Okay. In copper 1090 degrees Celsius melting point, and specific resistance is 1.72 degree 72 ohm centimeters. Okay. In general, copper or lead tin alloy may be used as a ordinary fuse element or fuse wire. Now fuse unit. Fuse unit, it is a part of the fuse which needs replacement when the fuse blows out. Third one is rated current. The rated current of fuse is the RMS value of the current it can carry identified without fusing. Minimum fusing current. The minimum fusing current is the minimum RMS value of the current at which the fuse element will melt. Generally, the minimum fusing current is more than the rated current of the fuse. The minimum fusing current depends upon the various factors such as the shape and area of cross section of the fuse element, size and location of the terminals, fuse material length, the type of enclosure used, and the number of strands in the standard fuse wire. The approximate value of minimum fusing current is, for a round wire, it is given. Fusing factor. Fusing factor is depend upon the ratio of the minimum fusing current to the rated current of the fuse element. The fusing factor is always greater than the unity. For a semi-closed or rewirable fuse, which is copper wire, as the fuse element fusing factor is equal to 1.9 to 2.0. For standard duty cartridge fuse, fusing factor is equal to 1.45. Okay, so there are number of points importance in the protective device of fuses. Now, advantages and disadvantages of fuses. First, it is cheapest from the protection available in the power industry. It requires no maintenance. The minimum time of operation of fuse can be made much shorter than the circuit breaker. The fuse can interrupt heavy short circuit currents without any noise, flame, gas, or smoke. The inverse time current characteristic of a fuse makes suitable for overcurrent protection. It affords current limiting effect under short circuit conditions due to cutoff. But it has disadvantages. Time is lost in rewiring or replacing a fuse after operation protection to fuses. It is not possible to employ secondary backup protection to fuses. The inverse time current characteristic of a fuse cannot always be correlated with that of the protected apparatus. On heavy short circuit, discrimination between fuses in series cannot be obtained unless there is sufficient differentiate in the size of the fuse concerned. Next, here the figure is a HRC fuse. Okay. HRC fuse stands for high rupturing capacity. Okay. This is a HRC fuse. This is fuse element, outer element. Okay. Fuse link contact. It is a filling powder, and this whole structure is cartridge. This is a brass and plate. Okay. There are many designs in this category of fuse, but the basic principle of operation is same for all. Basically, the HRC fuse consists of fuse element enclosed inside a strong porcelain body. The space is between being filled with specially quality finally quartz powder. Okay. When the fuse element melts due to the overcurrent, its melt vaporize. This vapor reacts chemically with the surrounding quartz powder, thus producing a solid substance with high insulation or dielectric strength. due to diffusion of metal vapor and formation of insulating mass. The arc is very quickly quenched and cannot strike. The fuse element is fitted inside the ceramic body and space within the body surrounding the element is completely filled with pure quartz powder. The ends of the fuse element are connected to the metal and caps with the arc screwed to the ceramic body by means of specific forged screws. Contact blades like a end contacts are welded to the metal and caps. Okay, the contact blades are bolted on the stationary contacts on the panel. Okay, its advantages is capability to clear high value of short circuit elements. They have high speed operations. They do not deteriorate with age or for long periods. They require no maintenance. They provide reliable discriminations. These are having inverse time current characteristic. Okay, these are simple and easy to install. It is a disadvantage. First is these are to be replaced to be after every operations. Heat produced by the fuse element may affect the associated switches. Interlocking is not possible. Okay. This type of fuse is very important applications like of protection of cable, protection of bus bar, protection of motor, protection of low voltage distribution systems against overload and short circuit, backup protection to circuit breaker, protection of semiconductor devices. Okay, so fuse, SSA fuse is a one type of protective device against the circuit breaker. Now, protective device comparison between fuses and circuit breaker. On the different type of basis, the difference between fuse and circuit breaker. First is its working principle. Fuse works on the electrical and thermal properties of the conducting materials. Like a circuit breaker work on the electromagnetism and switching principle. Reusability. Fuses can be used only once and circuit breaker can be used a number of times. In status indications, it does not give any indications. In circuit breaker, it gives an induction of the status. In auxiliary contact, no auxiliary contact is required in fuses. They are available with auxiliary contact in circuit breaker. In switching action, fuse cannot be used as an on or off switch. In circuit breaker, is used as an on-off switches. Protection. The fuse provides protection against only power overload, while the circuit breaker provides protection against power overload and short circuit. Function. In fuse provides both direct detection and interruption process, while the circuit breaker performs only interruption. Fault are detected by relay system. Breaking capacity. Breaking capacity of the fuse is low as compared to the circuit breaker, while circuit breaker breaking capacity is high. In operating time of fuses is very less, 0.002 second in fuse, while operating time is comparatively more than that of the fuse, like 0.02 to 0.05 second in circuit breaker. Version. Only single pole version is available in circuit breaker. Single and multiple version are available. Mode of operation. Fuse is completely automatically, while circuit breaker manually as well as automatically operated. And cost is, fuse cost is very low, and while circuit breaker is high. Okay, so fuse and circuit breaker difference is very important in protective device. Next is overcurrent relay. In overcurrent relay has a single input in the form of AC current. Okay, in an overcurrent relay or overcurrent relay, OC relay. Okay, the actuating quantity is only current. There is only one current operated element in the relay. No voltage coil etc. are required to be constructed this protective relay. The output of the relay is normally open contact which change over the closed state. When the relay trips, the relay has two settings. These are the time setting and plug setting. The time setting decides the operating time of the relay, while the plug setting decides the operating required for the relay to pick up. In next slide, we also discuss about the plug setting and time setting. These are the types of overcurrent relay. First is instantaneous overcurrent relay, second is definite time overcurrent relay, third one is inverse time overcurrent relay. And these are the types of inverse type overcurrent relay. First is IDMT. IDMT means inverse definite minimum time overcurrent relay. Second is very inverse time overcurrent relay, and third one is extremely inverse time overcurrent relay. Okay, now overcurrent relay characteristic. In overcurrent relay, a protective relay which operates when the load current exceeds a preset or pre-specified value is called an overcurrent relay. Okay, the value of preset current above which the relay operates is known as its pickup value. Okay, overcurrent relay is used for the protection of distribution line, large motor, and power equipment. Okay, depending on the time of operation, the relay are classified into the definite time. Okay, instantaneous overcurrent relay, definite time overcurrent relay, inverse time overcurrent relay, inverse definite minimum time overcurrent relay, very inverse type relay, and extremely inverse time overcurrent relay. Okay. First is inverse time overcurrent relay. Instantaneous relay are the relay in which there is a no intentional time delay to produce the operating force. The operating time is constant irrespective of the magnitude of the current. The time of operation of such relay is 0.01 second. Okay. Here, this is a operating time in seconds. Okay, 1 to 10, and this is a multiply of the plug setting, like a 10 to 100. Plug setting nothing but a current value, current settings. Okay. In inverse time current relay, okay, in the relay there is an inverse relationship between the actuating quantity and time. Okay, actuating quantity means this is a plug setting and this is a time setting. Operation of the relay. All electromagnetic induction type relay are inverse time current relays to some or large extent. It depends on how core ion get structured. It is saturates early. It becomes definite time current relay. It is main over current relay types. Okay. In IDMT means inverse definite minimum time relay. It is a relay time of operation of the relay inversely proportional to current near pickup value and for the value little after that. If current increase more than that time operation becomes constant. Okay, this time is higher compared to this. Okay, very inverse type relay. It is the type of relay core does not saturate early, and then inverse relationship can be introduced, air gap in core. So time current characteristics are inverse for larger value of current and they become definite time curve. In extremely inverse relay, saturation occurs as much later stage and current time curve is inverse for large value of current curve. Okay, so there are smallest difference between each characteristic. Now current setting and time setting. Okay, this is a figure of current setting construction. This is a number of settings like a 50, 75, 100, 125 up to 200. This is the context connect to the these settings. Okay, here connect the 100 current setting, okay, like a plug setting. This figure is a relay. This is a relay. This is a time setting dial. This is a fixed mark. This is a contacts. This is a plug setting. Okay, this plug setting is contact with this contact. Okay, like this. Okay, this is a dial. This is a magnet. Okay, this, here this is spring. Okay, the current setting provided in relay to adjust the current. Okay, this arrangement is the current setting. Different tappings are taken from the relay coil. Okay, here it is a different tappings from the relay coil are taken to the plug bridge. Okay, the settings for overcurrent relay is from 50% to 200%. Its steps of 25%, while the earth fault relay is from 10% to 70% in steps of 10%. The setting is expressed in percentage of full load setting of CT for the relay. Okay, this is a disc. Disc starts operating when the current exceeds the setting and the contacts are closed. Okay, this is the plug. This is a plug setting is inserted in the bridge to select the setting. For example, like suppose that the setting for the overcurrent relay is kept is 150%. Okay, like a 150%, and the CT ratio of 500 by 5. So the rated secondary current is 5 ampere and the tapping is 150%. So the value of the pickup current will become 150 divided by 100 into 5. So 7.5 ampere will be generated. Hence the relay disc will start moving then when the relay current becomes 7.5 ampere or more. The contact will close. This means that the relay will operate when the fault current becomes 500 into 150 divided by 100 into 5. So 750 ampere current. Okay, so this is a current settings. Okay, now this plug setting multiplier and time setting multiplier. In plug setting multiplier is defined as the ratio of the fault current to the pickup current of the relay. Thus PSM equal to fault current divided by pickup current. What is pickup current? Pickup current is the plug position into rated CT secondary current. So PSM equal to fault current divided by plug position into rated CT secondary current. Suppose we are using the CT of 100 by 1 ampere. A fault current of say 500 ampere is flowing through the network protected by the relay. Fault current is in CT secondary equal to 500 into 1 divided by 100. So 550 ampere is generated. Assume that the current setting or the position of plug is at 5. Then PSM equal to 550 divided by 1 into 5. So equal to 100. Okay. So our PSM value is 10. In time setting multiplier, the operating time of an electrical relay mainly depend upon the two factors. First is how long distance to be travelled by the moving part of the relay for closing relay contacts and how fast moving part of the relay cover this distance. We can vary the time setting by this type of knob. Okay, 0 to 0 0.2, 0 0.4 up to 1. Okay, here this is a time setting dial. Okay, this is a scale 0 0.02 1 0.2 up to 1 or maximum. Okay, this is a time setting and this is a plug setting. Okay, this is a flag. When relay operate, the flag is open or close. Okay, so this is a PSM and TSM. Now there are a number of GTU questions paper. First is draw the characteristic of IDMT relay and explain term DSM and PSM. Second is write and explain drawback of our current relay. Next, differentiate DMT and IDMT over current relay. Next, define IT terms, plug setting multiplier and time multiplier settings. Okay, this question is asked in GTU paper with the example. Okay, so it is a 2 marks for these terms and 5 marks for example. Next time we will discuss about this example of the PSM and TSM regarding example. Okay, thank you.